Welcome guys to the new episode of Doctor Appointment Booking app. In this episode we are going to discuss about advanced page navigations. Okay, so here as you can see in the demo, here we have created a custom navbar. Okay, so the animation effect and the transition effect you can see, that's what we are going to implement in today's episode. And also you can see here the drawer navigation, from where you can add additional navigation points from where user can navigate to your app properly. Okay, so that's what's the task of our today's episode. The first thing you need to do is, here as you can see, the icons we have added are changed now. Okay, so you can search for freepik.com. okay, freepik icons. Here you can search various icons. There are many icons available for each specialty. Okay, so I have searched the specialty name, and from here you can add the image. Okay, so this is a great place to get the icons for free. Okay, so from there you can get these kind of icons for each specialty. Okay, now I hope you have changed this icon in Superbase as well. So from here inside storage, okay, in images, clinic images, you can add all those images, and in table specialties you can add the thumbnail URL for each specialty. Okay, so that's what's the change you have to make for the thumbnail URL. Okay, so previously this was a screen, and here in widget tree, when I select this home page, okay, I have turned this off. So that's the first thing you need to do. And also in settings in FlutterFlow, select the navbar and app bar and disable this show navbar. Okay, now what we will do is we will create a customized tab bar here. So for that you can search for pubdev packages. Okay, pubdev packages, and from here you can search convex bottom. Okay, so the first thing you will see is this one, and we will use this package. So copy this, and in custom functions, in custom code, okay, we will add a custom widget from here. Okay, in the right side you can add the dependency like this. Once you add the convex bottom bar dependency, make sure you refresh this. And now let's go to the pubdev package, and here in installing tab at the bottom you will get this. Okay, copy this and you have to add this here. Okay, this is package import for this, so that we can use the code of convex bottom bar. Now you can also get the boilerplate code to get started quickly. Okay, copy to editor, the complete code will be present. Now make sure this is added after adding the boilerplate code. Okay, save this widget. Here also new custom widget, and here also, and here also. So everywhere you see new custom widget, there you have to change this to custom navbar widget. Okay, now you can save this, the pubdev package, and in example, under example tab you will see this convex app bar style and all this. Okay, so copy this. Here they have added the tab item. Okay, so first let implement this, and then I will explain what is inside this. Okay, so these are the icons which we are seeing in the test mode. So for example, this is a home icon. Okay, so for home icon you can select the home. Okay, for this appointment icon, so if you don't know the names, you can search for Google fonts, Google icons. Okay, material symbols and icons, and from here you can search for the icons. For example, this is home, so you can give the name as home. And for example, if you are giving the calendar, so you can give the calendar underscore month. Okay, so calendar underscore today, here we have. And then we have the third icon is person. Okay, so what I will do is I will search for profile here. Okay, and you can see the name is person, so I will name it as icons.person like this. Okay, calendar.month, I will give it like this. So this is the way you can get the icon names properly. Okay, so search for Google icons. Here in icons tab you can search for any icon you want. For example, if you want to add the logout icon, you can use this. Okay, so few more things we have to implement is we have to add the parameter on tab event, and for type you can search for action, search action, and for action parameter we will add the index, okay, and that will be of integer type, and save this. Okay, so here we have 3 icons and 3 tabs. Okay, now when user click on this tab, okay, the first tab which is our home tab here, and second one is calendar, appointments, and third one is profile. Now when user will click on this, the index, initial active index here is by default 1, which is this one. Okay, this one is 0th index, this one is 1, and this one is 2. Okay, so by default the initial tab which will be opened is 1. So if you want another tab, you can change it to 0. So for example, we want 0 tab, that means the first tab to be opened initially. Okay, now when user click on this tab, for example this one, the second one, okay, when user click on this second tab, so this action on tap event, this will work. Okay, so here we have to apply some logic so that we would be able to switch to another tab. Okay, so what does that mean? For example, if user is on this tab, 0th index tab, the first page will be open, right? The home tab. When user click on this second tab, then this page content I have to display. When user click on this third tab, then another page should be open. Okay, so to understand this clearly, so for example, if home tab is selected, then the home page content should be displayed. If the appointment tab is selected, then this tab should open. If profile tab is selected, then this page should be open. Okay, so this index variable will keep the track of which tab is selected. Okay, so for example, if first tab is selected, then the current index will be set to 1. Okay, if second tab is selected, then current index will be set to 2. And how this value is changing, I have added this here. Okay, so as you can see, current index is equals to index. So whatever tab is selected, this we are getting by default using this on tap event. Okay, and that we have to set it on tap event. Okay, so this will trigger the FlutterFlow action. So I will explain when this line will be used. Okay, so till now I hope this is clear, like when the tab is selected, current index is set to index. Okay, this code will be available to you, so no worries about that. Okay, now go to widget tree, and inside this column, okay, main column, inside this we will add the, select this component tab, and from here we will add the convex bottom bar widget. And in the right side you can see the properties. You can set the width as infinite, and height you can adjust here. Okay, and if you want to set the color of this, you can go to custom code here, convex bottom bar widget in custom widgets, and from here you can set the background color as per your needs. Okay, you can add the color here. So whatever the hex value is, you can replace from 283 to 8c. So from here this part will be same, 0xff. Okay, this part will be same, whatever the hex value is you can add after this. Okay, and if you don't want any other color, you can simply set background color as colors dot black. If you want the normal colors, you can use this, and if you want the hex value, you can use it this way. Okay, okay, from here you can save this, and let's go back to home page. What we have to do is go to widget tree now and minimize this, right click and cut this. Okay, cut this, and inside this home page we will add one page view. Okay, and for the first page select this, right click and delete this and paste it here. Okay, so we have the first page code here, we have pasted that. For the second page also we need to add the code, and for third page as well we need to add the code. Okay, currently in the first page only we have the navigation bar here. Okay, first of all, minimize everything, right click here and wrap this widget inside column. Okay, like this. Now what we will do is, instead of adding this navigation bar here in the first page only, we will copy that in this column, which is a parent column. Okay, so that for every page view, for first page, for second page, and for third page as well, we have this bottom navigation bar. So let's go to the first page where we have added this, and if you scroll down, right click here, cut this. Okay, and minimize everything for page view, and inside this parent column you can paste it here. here we have the bottom navigation tab for every page. So if I select this column, you can see the bottom navigation bar is selected. Now select this page view here and set the, in the right side, set this to expanded, okay, so that the bottom navigation bar shift to the bottom side. Okay, so for second page, now this is the second page. If you want to see the pages, select the page view in the left navigation bar. In the right side, you can see the active pages, page 1, page 2 and page 3, and here if you want to add more pages, you can add that as well. So select the page 2, and now we have to add the content for page 2, which is our appointments tab. So let's go to page selector and select this appointment screen, and from widget tree here we have designed the complete UI. We will reuse that. Copy this, right click column and copy this, and let's go to our home page, and in widget tree select the second page column here, this one, right click and delete this column, select this second page and paste the code here. Okay, so here we have the appointments data along with the bottom navigation bar. Similarly, we will select the page view for third, right click, select this column, right click and delete this. Okay, now open the page selector, go to profile tab, select the widget tree, and from here we will copy this row and go to page selector again, select the home page, widget tree, and for the third page here, right click and paste it here. Okay, so here we have our first home tab. Now if I select the second, this page is opening, and for the third tab, this is opening. Okay, in the bottom, as you can see, this part is appearing. We don't want this, so what we will do is we will go to home page, widget tree, and select the page view here. Okay, in the right side, scroll to the bottom, and here show indicator, you can turn this off. Now that scrolling indicators are not appearing, right? If you want to add the drawer navigation, so let me show you that as well. To add the drawer, what you can do is select this column, main column, and inside this you can add the icon button like this. Okay, and you can scroll this to the top and make it right align. Okay, and to add the padding from right side, you can add this way, and we will make the background color empty white and the icon color will be black. Okay, you can set the icon for 3 lines. You can search for nav, and nav lines, you will get this icon. Okay, now to add the drawer, you can select this main home page. Okay, whatever the name you have given, select that, and you can search for drawer like this, open. Okay, so by default this is open. You can hide this in the right side. Okay, so by default we don't want that, and if you want, you can select this, and from here you can see the drawer properties. Set the width based on your needs. Okay, I will keep it default. If you want the infinite width, you can select that. If you want the default width, you can choose that as well. Okay, inside this drawer we will add one container. Okay, and in the right side we will set the background color to primary for this container. Okay, inside this container we will add one column. You can create the UI of this drawer in the same way you create for pages. Okay, now inside this column we will add one row, and inside this row we will add one icon. And inside this row we will add one text. Okay, for icon color you can select the primary text as secondary background, and for icon you can search for home. Okay, like this, and for text you can set the text color as primary text, and for column you can add some padding from left, from right, and from top like this. Okay, so keep it simple like this. Okay, and for text here we will add some padding from left like this. Okay, and instead of hello world we will keep it as home. Now what you can do is select this row and duplicate this. Okay, depends on how many tabs you want, duplicate it. Okay, and also duplicate this. Now for the second row, okay, let me minimize every row. For the second row, select the icon and we will keep it as calendar. Okay, and select this, and we can add a calendar here, or rather we will keep it as appointments. Okay, for the third icon we will select the profile. Okay, and select this text, keep it as profile, and this is our logout button. So let's select this logout and select this home tab, select logout. Okay, now select the last row, okay, which is logout, and you can set it as expanded. And what you can do is go to bottom and set cross axis alignment to bottoms, and from here you can add a padding like this. And for each row, select the row and you can add a padding for each row as well, like this. One thing which is left is we haven't opened the Java, so select this icon button and make sure select this Java and make sure this is hidden, okay, by default. And now open this in action flow, on tap event, add action, and here we will open the Java, or rather we can search for Java like this. Okay, so we have this Java navigation, and this will by default open and close automatically. Okay, so I hope you have learned something new in this episode, and if you are new to Codzify YouTube channel, make sure you like, share and subscribe. If you are interested in learning this complete appointment booking app, you can search for FlutterFlow and Supabase at Udemy. The link is also available in the description. You can check it out there as well. Okay, from here you can select this course, this one, and the complete course is available here. So currently we have 24 students who have already enrolled in this course, and you can check out the complete course here. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.